In this tutorial, I'd like to show you how to use the fillet edge command. You can see I have a couple of examples here, and I've gone ahead and created an edge, a curved edge, an edge that's using the fillet command to a solid object. So it may be something you want to do. So I just want to show you how to use that command. So I have a simple cube right here, a box, and I'll go ahead and just type in the command, and it is going to be fillet edge. So I'm going to click on it. And I've been doing a little bit of testing here, so my options are going to look a little bit different than yours. So I went ahead and I already changed the radius because I knew I wanted it to be, let's say, 3 here. But I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to type in a new radius, and I'm going to set it to 5 and enter. So now I'm going to pick an edge. So I'll pick this edge right here, and I'll go ahead and enter. And I also have my preview turned on. That's why I'm able to see what that edge is going to look like. So go ahead and turn yours on if you want. If you have it off, this is what you'll see. But I like it on. So it's showing me that this is what it's going to look if I have a radius of 5 from start to end. And then I'll enter. And it accepts that radius. And I'm all set. Now, I'm going to come over to another side. I'll pick this side here, for example. Actually, I'm going to select my object. I'm sorry, let me tap the escape key. Select the object and orbit. There we go. And I don't think I was completely done with the command, but I was a little in a hurry there, but let me go ahead and start again here on this other side. So I'm going to type in fillet edge, and it still remembers the radius from the last time. So I'll go ahead and pick this edge and enter. So it's giving me a radius of 5, again, on both ends, and it says select fillet handle to edit, press enter when done. I'll go ahead and enter. And I went too fast. Apologies on that. Let me undo because I wanted to change the radius a little bit. So let me do that again. Fillet edge. I'm going to select the edge, enter. There we go. All right. Before I enter, I have the option now of changing that radius. I can zoom in here and I can click and drag, and it changes the radius there. I can do the same thing over here. Click and drag in or out to change it. I'm getting a preview, so I can have some really interesting results there. If I want a specific value, I can click on the point here. One click and see how I'm moving it. And now I can just type in a value. Let's say I want it to be 10. So I type 10 and then enter. So I can have an exact radius. And then I can keep making changes on both ends. And then when I'm satisfied, I can go ahead and enter. So I have that. Okay. And that's just one edge. Let me create another box over here like this. Let me take this one, just move it back. There we go. And I'll use fillet edge again. And it says select edges to fillet. So I'll pick 1, 2, 3. And it's defaulting to 5. If I had wanted a different radius, I should have changed the radius first. But this is fine. I'll go ahead and enter. So now it's giving me a radius of 5 on all sides. If I want to accept that, which I do, I'll just enter. But if you want to make some changes, for example, on this one, instead of 5, you can click on the node there and then just start bringing it out. And let's say I want to change this to 8, and then I enter. And then I want to take this one, give that a click, and I want to change that to 10 and enter. And that's it. And then I enter, and I'm all set. And now what's happening here, sorry, I zoomed in too fast. What's happening right here is that it's trying to bring in 2 edges that have a different radius, and that's the effect I'm going to get. Okay. And then once more, let me draw another box over here like this. And then what I'd like to do is use the fillet edge again. Only this time I want to select face edges. So I pick that, face edges, and then it says select polysurface faces for filleting. So I'll just pick this surface and then enter. And it's showing me a preview, or it's letting me know that all sides are going to be a radius of 5, and then I'll enter. And I have one more opportunity here if I want to make some changes. In this case, I do not, so I'll simply enter, and I'm all set. So that's how you can round edges or give them the fillet edge. And I went with a simple shape, but it'll work with pretty much any solid. So you can practice that, and if needed, go ahead and use it. All right, thanks.